Unless you and I. No. Words. Words. I should have said the poem. So beautiful. Look, you need to see what I've seen. You need to see.
These are the spiritual as much as physical voyages of the Confederation, solar, sun-our starship, planet Earth, restored to heaven on our loving Earth, as our spiritual, genealogical, local, global, universal voyager and shared her and his family community enterprise.
My family's
Polish. To rediscover and re-understand,
musicians,
sustain, and explore are in fact familiar new worlds of family community,
Co-Secretary General,
save your eyes throughout the solar system and universe, to restore, renew, and sustain our own new life. A new sustainable civilization has present, retroactively, and now rebalance the future, always balancing, to not only geopolitically awaken, become ideas, space-time travelers, wherever and where we have, interdimensional reality, broad and hard, beautiful, yet also very beautiful. In alternative space-time lines, there are circles, which are of the universal EQ, IQ, and SQ continuum. Balance, combinations of the ever-expanding circle which spirals and grows, budding and blooming in space-time. Love and live enlightened, ever young, loyal, and prosper all both in each and every one. Engage your heart, mind, soul, and body. For we all, both in each, and each, both in all, can, must, and marvelously and miraculously make it so.
In the thunder's blast, she emerges, her eyes on fire, the mighty priestess. She's risen from the nativity of Caldera. She is risen from the fires of the earth. She is risen. She is risen.
We are risen.
She is risen. She is risen.
risen.
We all are risen by my intercession and with your cooperation in circles.
Blessed be, blessed be, blessed be.
महालक्ष्मी मृडप्रिया महारूपा महापूज्या महापातकनाशिनी महामाया महासत्त्व महाशक्ति महारथी महाभोगा महेश्वर्या महावीर्या महाबला महाबुद्धि महासिद्धि महायोगीश्वरेश्वरी महातंत्र महामंत्र महायंत्र महासना महायागक्रमाराध्या ॐ महाभैरवपूजिता महेश्वर महाकल्पक महाताण्डवसाक्षिणी महाकामेशमतिथि महात्रिपुरसुन्दरी चतुष्षष्टि उपचाराढ्या चतुष्षष्टि कलामयी महाचतुष्षष्टि कोटि योगिनी गणसेविता
Unless you and God. No. No words. No words. God, I should have said, oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. Other people need to see what I've seen. They need to see.
Our family is filled with poetesses, poets, healers, musicians, co-secretary generals, co-savior Raz. Equinox, true cues of the new millennial co-federation of Earth and planets. Of the new millennial golden rule.
This day I call the heavens and the earths as witnesses intercessorily for and hopefully and prayerfully not against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose love and life with light, so that you and your children may live. For I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not our new millennial law.
Okay. Another Patricia. Maybe May Sunflower, who wants to tea and blossom. This is Anna Marie singing Christmas, and I am Cherokee, Cheyenne, Blackfoot, and Algonquin, Dakota. And I am also a French, English, and German. That means we are all related. We embrace the new millennial golden rule and the law of all natives of the sacred ground that is Mother Earth and all the planets of all the universe.
Welcome to our Starry Hours broadcast from the heart and headquarters of, and soul quarters, body quarters, let's hope, of the one family of love, life, and light in the light of balance of the Co-Federation of Earth and Planets of the New Millennial Golden Rule. We are broadcasting at these starry hours to remind you that we are not alone in the universe. It's a very large universe, and you've probably been on another planet before you came here. And you may be going back to another planet and yet another planet if you don't get your act together here. What will your incarnation be like on another planet if we don't get our act together here? Depends on what you did here. Depends on what you did. We're giving you the way to do the ultimate good. Just embrace the new millennial golden rule, which is at 5050now.wordpress.com, and make it the way of your neighborhood and extended family, which are in fact one and the same, because all people are all related. Everyone is no more than 50th cousina and 50th cousin from everyone else. Right now, this world stands on the brink of profound disaster. My very gifted family that has a great mission got bollocksed up, and I was part of that getting bollocksed up because, like all of us in this family, I was raised in patriarchy, and I did not know the full extent and the necessity and the severity of the necessity of my need to transform our society from one of patriarchy to one of parity, from extreme hierarchy underneath alpha males to one of a greater circle, including alpha males, but not creating a hierarchy underneath them. We are standing on, in my opinion, the verge of a series of nuclear plant disasters in North America and maybe around the world, coupled with some very profoundly out of balance catastrophes driven by Mother Nature directly, such as volcanic eruptions and tsunamis and earthquakes. Why is this? Because we, humanity, are not paying any attention, most of us, to Mother, Father, Goddess, God. And even I am often distracted from the clarity of what Mother, Father, Goddess, God wants me to do by the press, the sick press, the poisonous pressure of patriarchy that exists in this society and on this planet. But we are now on the verge of the ultimate collapse, because this gifted family has not yet stepped up to the plate of co-leadership with me, and other people who have been working in this area of parity are also not cooperating. It is notable how American women are unable to cooperate with each other. In a way, it's similar to what's going on in Russia. The women there are also highly educated. They often speak more than one language and have high professional degrees, but they live in patriarchy, and they've accepted patriarchy. And the American female has accepted patriarchy too, because patriarchy has very cleverly put a woman's face out front of it, so that our teleprompter readers are mostly women, but what they read is written by mostly men. And what they are allowed to say is dictated by men. And in too many of the situations of these women, whether they be political puppet wives or even quasi-candidates or whatever, of this patriarchal system that actually comes out of our own family practices. It is simply a hologram for our own family practices that have not evolved properly. As this goes on, the pressure of the imbalance becomes so great that it will provoke a Fukushima-like event, and we think it is going to be in the heartland of Illinois, unless we can prevent it by gaining the cooperation of a few women, mostly there and a few elsewhere around the country and world, to have a conversation about gender parity and invite their youths, female and males, to come join this conversation online with me. It is my belief that as soon as that action occurs, given the setting I have given to it here, it will open the stargates. And instead of having a plutonic nuclear disaster, we will have a solar opening. And we will find great breakthroughs in the area of solar energy. We already have solar sail craft that can become interplanetary craft. And stop with the games of fuel and fossil fuel and nuclear fuel that are endangering our planet, and simply switch to the power of our nearest star, the sun, because we are a star stuff, and we came from the stars and from different planets and stars, actually, in different incarnations that are what you might call alternative timelines, space timelines, from what we are doing here. And this is how we open the stargates. It isn't that difficult to imagine having a consciousness that is evolved enough to look back and forth in time simultaneously and experience the present Zen moment with that in integrated understanding of where it came from and where it's leading to. But we as a species right now are most of us too primitive to have even an inkling of doing that. And therefore we are making horrific mistakes with technology, because parity and high technology, dangerous technology, patriarchy and dangerous technology are a toxic mix and will provoke a terrible disaster very, very soon. We are praying for all of you, and we are asking our younger people and their mothers and the Shekinah who know these mothers, stop the silent treatment that they're giving each other and to me. Stop the avoidance, stop the relational aggression that is going on toward me with a few rogue females and a rogue male, and in my family. Now, I have to apologize to all of you and all these people, because had I known my mission earlier in my life, I never would have left my hometown. And I would have been able to raise up the people as is optimally within my own hometown, the people that I grew up with, the people that I knew the best. And they would have benefited, and you would have benefited from them. Instead, there was a vacuum created in that hometown. When I and many other women left to go to college, to get married to someone who lived somewhere else, we left a vacuum there. And in that vacuum is danger. So we're going to just leave you with the urgent instruction to read the New Millennial Golden Rule at 5050now.wordpress.com and spread it among the women of your family. Make sure that they share it with one another, all of them, all of the women of your community. That means your neighborhood and your work community and your school community. And then also make sure you communicate it to the women of your extended family on all the branches, starting with the mothers and the maternal and grandmaternal branches, optimally, and include all the branches, the paternal and the grand maternal and grandpaternal. Include all those branches, and do the Eleusinian ceremony that is listed there also, or read the Kitty's Kits, and you'll get also another idea of how you can go about properly crediting your past generations of women and youth, females and males under age 37 before they succumb to the pressures of patriarchy. And you have the ability to choose the other alternative, which is egalitarian society. I think we are on the verge of losing this moment here now on this planet. And when that happens, the end times will begin in earnest, and it will be very horrific. And it will not be, I don't believe, a permanent hell. It will be a hellish time and then extinction. So I think this is what we are looking at right now, and I am your only hope. If you don't give me cooperation, I really can't help you. You're choosing to, quote, some of you die on top. You're choosing to die on top because, yes, you can. You can squelch the truth. You can put a cover on the heart light so that nobody sees it, and it is as if it didn't exist. But God made it within us, and it's within the universe always. So you can accomplish that within your social framework here, your AP society. But you really can't accomplish it beyond that. You will simply go the way of the trilobites and the dinosaurs. God will say, you didn't quite get that model right. Let's try it again. And there'll be another startup in some other solar system or planetary system. But what you did here will make a difference as to where you come back. If we don't manage it here, what you did here will make a difference as to what you come back as and where. I stand humbled because I know I had the greatest mission in the world and I somewhat failed it already, or we wouldn't be in this dire circumstance. I missed many opportunities to do things that would have brought about the gathering of women and gender parity earlier in my life. I took it for granted that everyone wanted that, which was very naive of me. I didn't know the extent to which patriarchy was in control of the way people live in this planet. I didn't really know, but now I know, and I'm so sorry that I didn't know earlier, that I had no education in this matter, that my family didn't know and I didn't know. And I didn't know about ancient Atlantis, and I didn't know who I was. Now I do know, and I hope it's not too late. I'm asking Goddess God to make it not too late for all of us. And enjoy your evening and go to 50/50 now. Your star times, go to 50/50now.wordpress.com and read what I'm talking about.